Okay, so eating some chicken right now. It's about 11 o'clock. Um, just watched basketball this morning. I wanted to run, but I didn't. I'm gonna run at probably 2:30 so I can be back here for dinner tonight at about 5, which would be perfect. So until then, I'm gonna go find my classes that I got for the new session. It starts tomorrow, and I'm gonna get some of the readings and projects done so I can not have to worry about that for the next 7 weeks. Because I already finished one essay for G China. I'm going to try and finish the second one if I have time to watch through all of the videos. I don't know if I will, but I'm going to do that in just a little bit, and I'll run like 3.5 hours. So that's what I got planned. Once I'm finished up with some lunch, I'm going to go exploring a little bit, find my classes, and get my work done. So that's what I got. Alright, so it's almost 2:30. Gonna get running here in just a second. It's still cloudy outside. I hope it's not raining at all. It was drizzling a little bit earlier when I was going to discover my classes. So I've done that, found where everything is, and I'm gonna get to running here in a second. I've done a little bit of my work, and yeah, so it's about 2:30 now. Hopefully I'm done with everything by 4:30. I should only be running for like maybe an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 50 minutes, but we'll take a couple of breaks here and there, depending on how I'm feeling. My stomach's not feeling super hot, so we're going to start the first like mile and a half here on campus, see if I got to stop at all for that, and if I can work that out. And then we'll head over to Forest Park, and my halfway point will be at the little grocery store that I usually stop at. So I will see you, and when I see you. Alright, I'm just under 5 miles in. It's about 3:30. I stopped right at the beginning because my stomach wasn't feeling it, so we had to fix that. Had a little side stitch about mile 3. My body's not really wanting to run, so I'm making my mind dig deep a little bit. Not that I feel injured or anything, just that it's just not feeling the run. So gotta find that feeling I felt in crossing the finish line of the half and what it's going to feel like crossing the finish line for the full. And I just got to remember some of my tips and tricks that I've built into myself over the years and years of training of you gotta find it. You gotta kick yourself in the ass sometimes. You gotta do it. You gotta push, especially when you don't want to. And I'm gonna do that today. So I got probably 8 more miles. I'm gonna stop here for maybe 5 minutes and maybe at mile 9, depending on where I end up and what I end up running. I think I'm gonna run all the way around Forest Park, the half marathon loop from where I enter. That'll be about 4 miles, hopefully. I don't know, but we'll do that. We might end up back here. Might run around Forest Park 1.5 times, end up at the north. That's probably what I'll do. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, and I will see you at the end of this. Alright, just finished up, stretched out in the hall. Now I'm in the team room, still kind of just static stretching in a butterfly spot right now. Also using the massage gun, so I'll use that, stretch out for a little bit, go grab a bite to eat. That was a tough run, but I'm really glad I finished. Tough week of training this week, but once I'm back into my schedule, into my groove of things, I think I should be back on track. First 4 miles, I was not wanting to do that. Glad I could push through that today, though. Just one of those days where it's like, I don't even want to be doing this. And then kind of just kept going, and that's what this process is about, being resilient and grinding on the days that I don't really want to. So glad I could get that done. Gonna keep stretching, use the massage gun, grab some stuff to eat, and then it's one of my buddies from the basketball team's birthday, so gonna drop off his present and hang out with him for a little bit. So there we go. Okay, showered off now. About to go grab some grub and then head over to my buddy's birthday thing. I just remembered that because I flew out back to China on my birthday, so I just remembered that my mom had put a card in my passport and important documents folder right before I'd come back, and I'd found it before I left, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to read until I get there. And then I'd forgotten about it all the way until now. So that was definitely something that made my day, reading that. So much better now, feeling really solid, really glad that I ran today, and gonna keep this feeling and these feelings in the back of my mind for when I'm not feeling good, because being able to find the stuff that does make you want to keep going is really important. Okay, end of the day, night before session 4 starts. It's about 9:40 right now. I'm going to try and get the video up in like 15 minutes, hopefully, and head to sleep immediately after that. Got to get to bed early, get my 8 hours. Going to try and get up at 6 and hit a lift beforehand, just because tomorrow's a little bit of a question mark, because I'm supposed to have a recitation from 2:45 to 4, which would throw a wrench in my plans to go straight from the gym, usually, because my schedule's pretty similar to last session, where I should be in the gym from 12:45. Well, I eat at 12:45, and then I'm good for the rest of the day, besides for Mondays. But besides for that, we should be pretty locked in. So we're gonna try and lift tomorrow morning before class, and then we'll see if I didn't need to do that. But I don't think that I'll bike tomorrow afternoon, unless I don't have a recitation. Because if I don't have a recitation, I'm just going to go hop on the bike, and then I'll swim as well. But if not, I'm just going to have a long swim if I do have a recitation, but I kind of doubt that. Today was a much better day than yesterday. And up until the run, it probably wasn't really locked in, but after I ran, felt awesome, really glad that I did, and I'm feeling pretty good now. I'm excited to get back in my schedule and get back locked in. And even though the run was really tough, mentally now I'm feeling really clear and really, really, really good. Also, shout out to my mom for the birthday card, even though I'm reading it 2.5 months late. It's so funny how little things like that just pop up, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And then they just make your day. So that's awesome. I'm going to give my mom a call here in a second, and I'm going to get this video uploaded and head to sleep. So that's what we got. See you tomorrow.